want to preface this video off by saying I'm 17. I work at a grocery store. Now this grocery store, it's big, but not as big as like Target or Walmart. I don't think there's any like over there. Like I don't know why northeast whatever, West Coast is. I don't think there's any in the West Coast. Oh no, they're only in the West Coast. They're only in the West Coast. So if there's a Dunkin' in the state, I don't actually know how accurate that is. What is? I work there. My dream job is packing, pushing carts, pretty simple stuff. And there's this guy. And I live in a very red-pilled state. If that's what you subscribe to, whatever. I don't really care. The point is that there's a guy who comes into our store all the time, and likes to hand out these lovely pamphlets. I think he has 4 or 5, and at one point I did have the entire collection. Unfortunately, this is the only one I can find today. Next time he comes in, I'll try and find him. Anyways, I thought we could do a little reading today. Me and my few first subscribers. Let's get into this. The 2 most satanic holidays that we have in America, in the world. Grim Reaper, he does all of his own illustrations, he's told me, which pretty good, but when you have just a bunch of horrible negative propaganda, literally, like everywhere that's like your whole personality is just hate, I think this is pretty fair. When you open up anything up to the public, you're gonna have to be respected to hate. Leave all the hate comments you want on this video, fair enough, like, and you're in public, you're gonna get hated on. First entry. Think about this long and hard. If you are Christian, playing with this holiday, you will wish you never heard of Christmas or December 25th, the winter solstice, or Easter, the vernal equinox. I will not be correcting any of the grammar mistakes. I'm kind of sick right now. Everything is fucking on fire, literally. So you don't get that. The Roman Catholic Church took most of its practices from pagan religions around them to make them part of their party, or their church. So they made Jesus like a god, like many false gods before him, and made gods on December 20th. This is my first time actually reading this. That is crazy. You just completely shitted on like an entire religion. It's kind of funny because that's like a very, like, something you'll see a lot in the witch community. They'll be like, yo, none of these holidays are yours. Like, these are pagan origins. Fuck you. You guys literally. Oh, I don't know. I think it's kind of funny when you're so red pill, you accidentally go back to the left. Let's go full 360 or 180. That'd be a 180. Cause whatever. I don't know. Maybe this entire time he actually is just really big, and I've just gotten all wrong. Like the big abortion babies, pictures of hells plastered everywhere. That was a misunderstanding. Maybe he's pro that. Maybe I just missed the pentagons and paraphernalia. Not to say that's bad either. Look at my necklace. It's a tarot card. I be spiritual, Loki. Speaking of holidays, what did you get Jesus for his birthday, since you claim it is his birthday you are celebrating? Or are you buying your kids or grandkids gifts they do not need? Why do you have a tree in your house, since God condemned the Jews for doing it in the OT? And you seem to think Hugh is going to let you get by with it. What does have a tree in the house have to do with his birthday? The whore of Babylon, the Roman Catholic Church, gave us these sick, perverted holidays when they took them from the pagans a long time ago and Christianized them, so to speak. Oh my god. Oh Oh wow. Oh wow. Terawashi would be thrilled right now. Oh wow. Oh wow. There's a few things in there. Wow. Oh wow. Okay. Continuing. In closing, why do some real true born Christians say Happy Easter and Merry Christmas when neither greeting has anything to do with the supposed reasons for celebrating Jesus' birth or resurrection? Happy Easter does not mean Happy Resurrection, nor does Merry Christmas mean Merry Birthday. Happy Resurrection? What the fuck, man? I think he's unaccounting for some people are just not religious. Maybe these are all just for like the very far left thingers. But the thing is, I live like in a very, as I said, red-pilled state. We saw some of the people I met, and honestly, I think if you're conservative, a little on the red side, and you can, I'm definitely not. I don't really align myself with those who look at my room. I have a dream sexual pride flag that I think is hilarious, which I guess would kind of be more a red pill. I don't know. Anyways, I think this is kind of batshit insane. I have a friend who's Catholic. Maybe I'll like send her these and be like, yo, opinion on my new memoir, see how she reacts. The greetings said over and over, the holidays have absolutely nothing to do with Jesus Christ. As I said earlier, Ishtar, is the goddess of fertility, and Christmas is when Roman Catholic Church kills Jesus Christ at their Eucharist and eat his body. They ate his body? They ate his body. Is this... Drink his blood. Do I think Jesus is weeping? No, but I do believe he is mad as a hornet. Was it his whole thing of, like, forgiveness? I don't know. I'm not really religious. I'm not religious. But isn't his whole thing, like... Didn't he die for our sins? Isn't his whole thing, like, forgiveness, absolving you? I feel like being God and, like, punishment is more of God's thing. I think Jesus is, like, a symbol of, like, peace. I don't know. I'm delusional. When Christmas plays with these evil holidays and pretends he is glad to see his children playing with pagan holidays, since he is condemned his people for the OT for playing with the same two holidays under different names as Ishtar and Saturnina. Every Christian will pay dearly for ignoring God's commands. My final words to you, if you are celebrating these holidays, repent, and I mean appent. So I said, not correcting any grammar mistakes. I don't respect you, and I kind of don't like you. This is kind of fucking insane. God does not like people calling him a liar. Who's calling God a liar? I personally think God, I don't know. This is kind of crazy. I feel like this is just you being angry and taking it out on other people, like, every single time. And then again, there's, like, these aren't just, I don't know, I'm not educated enough. I don't know. Maybe I'll find someone educated and send them this, and I don't know, have them do something. I don't know. I'll do research, really figure this out, because this just feels so wrong, but I'm not smart enough to be like, this is why it's wrong, because I'm kind of stupid. I'm not as stupid as this guy. This is like insult rate. I'm like depressed, like B's, C's grade, like cheating through every test. This is like the guy who's like, I could get good grades, but I just don't apply myself. This is like incel rage. You know how people are being like, I'm like GLaDOS, he's like Am. I don't know if you get that. How people are comparing them. I like the book, I Have No Mouth, But I Must Scream. I think it's a really good book. Honestly, people are like, he's just anti-human. You have no media literacy. Get it up. I can't say that. I have shown you in just a few reasons why God is a liar, and if he preaches on these, did you just call God a liar? You just said to not do that. That was like your one rule. I don't know. And then, so I was reading this back side and the front side. The more I study these two holidays, the more confused I get at how so many Christians can be deceived by something that is so... Oh! Wrong side. Hold on. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I was wrong. Where was I? There we go. The more I study these two holidays, the more confused I get at how so many Christians can be deceived by something that is so clearly satanic. All through the things that these holidays comprise, from trees in the house of Satan Claus, I'm not sure if that's a pun or if he's doing that deliberately. I mean, Santa Claus, it was a pun. I mean Santa Claus. To mistletoes, to lying to their kids and grandkids about this fat devil. You're getting coal in your stocking. You are getting coal in your stocking, sir. Ooh, it's gonna be a good BBQ. Remember, elves are defined as devils in most dictionaries. What dictionaries? Like Lord of the Rings? Not like the Santa dictionary. Where the fuck did this come from? Okay, gotta make this clear. I do know this because I watched VeggieTales as a kid. Santa Claus, like his origin, literally came from a saint. A fucking saint. How are you gonna like talk about how a saint is bad? No, he's a saint. I learned that from VeggieTales, and I trust VeggieTales. Also, what the Sigma? What are you on about? I mean, Christmas Day. I think Yuletide. It originated from Yuletide. I know the trees did. Anyways, man, I'm not educated on this enough to speak, but what are you yapping about, brother? Remember, elves are then the biggest thing we make. Some of these, like, they're just randomly, like, big, bold. So if I'm like, like, I don't know, like a girl giving a blowjob, trying to speak through it, like, just know that what it means, like, make God a liar and his word, the Bible, as lies. I have seen you wearing different types of fabric, good sir. Alright? I bet you eat pork too. If some Christians believe the things certain preachers and teachers teach and preach about, that's a lot of words. I think you need some grammar, like grammar, please, photo. You don't need all those words. Let's read that again. If some Christians believe things certain preachers and teachers teach and preach, that's like I used to do acting. That's like what they like. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow. I can't do it. That's what that is. Tongue twister. About Christmas and Easter as truth, that we make it the word of God, of none affected by their traditions. If you believe the Good Friday scenario regarding Good Friday to Easter Sunday, then the main thing that Jesus said to prove to him being the Messiah was that he would be in the grave 3 days and 3 nights. As Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of the whale, you cannot possibly get 3 days and 3 nights from Saturday night to Sunday morning, no matter how hard you try. Maybe he's got to be like, oh my god, Jesus lied, he is not the Messiah. What the fuck? Okay, where do you subscribe? Because by my understanding, a very basic knowledge of understanding, Christian is like the second part, Jewish, that's like the first part with no Jesus. In fact, Jesus was Jewish. Maybe, so, but he also said something negative about Jews before, like, the Jews, like, where do you stand? Is this like a new religion? Maybe this is the I hate happiness, joy, and love. Maybe he's like a Jehovah's Witness. I don't know. I really should study about religion if I'm gonna be talking shit. You believe Jesus lied, he is not the Messiah. By his own words, if you believe your holiday teachers, preachers, many churches, again, Grammarly, many churches, religions, organizations also do Easter eggs, hunts, and bunny rabbit games. Both are fertile creatures since they are celebrating the goddess of fertility. I never want to hear you type the word fertile again. That sounds wrong. It sounds wrong. Like, I know where you stand on shit because you make it so obvious. I don't want to ever hear you say the other words. Listen. You cannot see my muscles, but when, like, you squeeze really hard and I flex really hard, like, I can feel them, so. Many churches have services as the sun is coming up facing the east, watching the glorious sun. What do you mean, sun? Also, whenever I do this, I'm not mocking anything. He put those. What the fuck do you mean? It's the sun. Don't so much of mumbo jumbo. This is a fucking flat earther type shit. I don't know. No sun. See, I watched the 10-hour video of Wendigoon talking about conspiracy. I didn't hear nothing about a hollow sun. Maybe I did. I'll rewatch it. We'll see. Oh my god. Come up, not the glorious Son of God, since he rose from the dead. When it was still dark, Mary got to the tomb when it was still dark, and Jesus was not there. He has risen. In the OT, the Jews in rebellion against God were having service watching the sun come up, since it was the giver of light, so to speak. Now a little more on the other satanic holiday known as Christmas. Many Christians believe this of God. God did say that his people were destroyed for lack of knowledge, and it really applies to this holiday, as it did Easter. Christmas was made Jesus' birthday, since many false make-believe gods were born on Christmas, and Jesus is just one of the many gods of our choosing. I don't think Jesus was ever classified as a god. I think Messiah, and now you're saying that he's not a Messiah, he's just some random old dude. That's so... What are you yapping about? VeggieTales would never. Christmas and Jesus is just one of the many gods of our choosing. Here are names of gods throughout history that were said to have been born by a virgin on the 25th of December. Horus, an Ethiopian Sunday god born on the 25th of December by a virgin, 3,000 years before Jesus. So, are you claiming that Jesus is just like a fucking liar? He's not the OG, you gatekeeping that birthday. Sorry. Buddha, a Nepal god born 25th of December by a virgin around 563 years before Jesus. Speaking of Buddha, I'm watching overly sarcastic productions. I think book about Journey to the West. That's really good. I like that. I haven't finished it yet. Krishna, Indian god born 26th of December, virgin 900 years before Jesus. Zarathustra. I am butchering these so bad. I am so sorry. It makes me feel so disrespectful. I'm not the best at that, so I'm sorry. An Iranian god, 26th of Discover, 25th, Hercules, 25th, by a Hercules was not born by a virgin. It's not born by... Also, Buddha was a prince. No, if I'm correct, Buddha was a prince, and because of his enlightening, Hercules was not born by a virgin. Little fact check. So, as we all know, Zeus was a fucking pimp or whatever, and he sees this hot babe, and he's like, cool. I don't care what Hera do to you, baby girl. So he goes down there, but he's like, wait, this hot babe has a husband, but the husband's off at war, so he switches into the husband. He's like, babe, let's bang it out, baby. And she's like, oh my god, yes, daddy. And so they fuck, and he's like disguised as her husband. And then the next day, her husband comes home, and she's like, oh my god, last night was crazy. Can you do that tongue thing again? And he's like, bitch, that wasn't me. And they're like, Zeus. He's not born by a virgin. Mirtha, Persian god. See, I don't believe this anymore. At first I was like, maybe at some point, but I was thinking about it. I was kind of like, Adonis, Hermes. Oh, was Hermes born? Dionysus. Yep, these are just not true. These are source world history. You mean, but a source world history? Alright, man. Yeah, that's the end of the pamphlet. I need a professional to come in and be like, fact check, because this is kind of fucking insane. Yeah. I don't know. ASMR.